Assista esse vídeo e veja Mary Kassian, coautora dos estudos Mulher Verdadeira Design Divino e Mulher Verdadeira Design Interior, nos contar sobre o início do movimento Mulher Verdadeira nos Estados Unidos e que continua a se espalhar no mundo todo.
I'm excited that you're doing a retro going back to 2008 to have a look at the launch of the True Woman movement and the True Woman message. It kind of took us a little bit by surprise just how quickly the True Woman message just really caught on. Nancy and some friends were sitting around her condo after we recorded a message on feminism. Nancy was quite ill that day and laying on the couch and covered up with blankets, and I think it was Holly Elliff and Kimberly Wagner and myself were sitting on the floor and talking about the feminist movement and how much it impacted women, and just how a very small group of women had made such a large difference in the world. And all of a sudden we heard a voice cry out from the couch saying, well, if such a small group of determined women were able to make such a difference in the world, imagine what would happen if a small group of women took hold of God's truth and began to speak that to other women. And that's really the seminal idea behind the True Woman movement. And Nancy called me about a year later and said, hey, we're going to do a True Woman conference, which we did in 2008. And really things just took off. We had no idea what would happen at that point and after that point, but the Lord has just blessed it. The whole idea of a True Woman movement, what is it? Why is it important? Why are we replaying a message from 2008 that really covered a period of history of feminism in the 1960s? Well, because it shook ideology to the extent that it has impacted everyone's lives. It has impacted your life as a woman. I don't think any of us have remained untouched. Now, feminism, in the 2008 message, I talk about the second wave of feminism. And shortly after 2008, so 2009, 2010, really there was another third wave of feminism, that full frontal feminism, the raunch movement, that sexuality is power. And then into Kimberly Crenshaw's critical race and gender theory that kind of came out of the feminist movement as well, which now we see with transgenderism, sexuality, with all sorts of struggles with identity, and an attempt to not only change the rules about male and female, but to erase those categories altogether. So there are no categories of male and female is what the aim is. And it really has been shocking to me, really, how quickly things have progressed in terms of the ideology. But in order to minister to women today, in order to understand where women are at and the struggles that they have and the ideas that are behind those struggles, you really need to understand a little bit about where those ideas come from. And I hope that this message, this 2008 message, will help set your mind frame so you can see that this isn't just something new, that this is an idea that has been growing. And as the idea has progressed, things have just progressed in terms of ideas about morality, sexuality, identity, and gender. And we cannot minister to women and point out the truth of Christ to them without understanding some of the falsehood that they are caught up in.
Lembramos que Mary Kassian estará no Brasil agora em março para falar em 3 eventos de mulheres. Visite nossa bio e clique no link Mary Kassian no Brasil para mais informações sobre os eventos e como você poderá se inscrever. Você não vai querer perder.